Welcome back, my magical star beings. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what they say about you after seeing you. So in terms of your pile selection, you can either choose your pile based off your zodiac, their zodiac, which I would recommend maybe more so their zodiac if you're going to be picking like that, and they are in the thumbnail, or you can pick your pile based off what you're most drawn to. So for pile 1, we have Dream Amethyst with the 8 of Swords. Then for pile 2, we have Unakite with the 7 of Pentacles. And for pile 3, we have Rose Quartz with the Lovers. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below. I will see you at your reading. Pile 1, you chose the Dream Amethyst Crystal and the 8 of Swords. So we're going to be taking a look at what they say about you after seeing you. You can keep this person in mind while I shuffle your cards. So spirit guides of pile number 1, please tap me into the energy of the person on pile 1's mind. Please show me, what do they say after seeing pile number 1? What do they say about pile 1 after seeing them? We have the 7 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the Judgment card reverse, and the Magician. Okay. I want to get a clarifying card to see what this is about. Queen of Cups reverse. So firstly, when I picked up this Dream Amethyst crystal before I even started your pile in the intro, it's going to sound a little bit weird, but I was seeing a vision of that dream song from Spy Kids. So how I'm taking it according to the cards and interpreting that message is there's some kind of like influence, suggestion, subconscious messaging, almost like trying to control maybe the way people think about you. With the 7 of Swords Magician, there's some kind of like manipulation in the way people should think about you. This could be bad or good depending on how we see the cards like appear later. But this is kind of like, I want people to see you a certain way, so I'm manipulating their view of you by sort of hypnotizing them into a certain thought of you through my words. Does that make sense? I hope I'm explaining it properly. So how I'm interpreting this is that you leave a strong subconscious impression. You may linger in this person's mind and kind of you're stuck in their head after they see you, where they may talk about you a lot, almost feel like they can't get you out of their head. They can't stop talking about you no matter how much they try. I will explain what this manipulation is as we get more cards to understand if this is negative or positive, but I'll tell you what I see so far. What I do also see is that this person feels pulled in by your energy. You kind of create a hypnotic, dreamy effect on them, and you have a vibe that feels enchanting, soothing, memorable, and a little bit mysterious. This person may also project fantasies or daydreams onto you in the way they speak about you, maybe speaking about certain fantasies or daydreams that they may have about your future. You may also be described by them as somebody that has an active imagination, and people and this person feel disarmed and softened by you. What I'm feeling is the sensation as if someone's holding my hands in this very comforting, soothing way. So maybe this person talks about how much they love affection from you, holding your hand, feeling soothed by you and supported by you in some way. You kind of have a lullaby effect on them, calming, disarming, comforting, and emotionally open. Your presence is unforgettable, dreamy, and influences them more than they expected. And they're also a little bit obsessed, trying not to show it, and that may kind of show through the way they speak about you. Now, what they're actually saying, they may talk about their daydreams about the future. They may talk about how comforting you are to them and how much they love your physical affection, how they feel supported by you in some way. They see you as someone much deeper, more complicated, and more guarded than you appear on the surface. That adds to your mystery and magnetism. There's this vibe of like, what's going on? They're stuck in my head and I don't even know why. They say that you seem kind of stuck in your head as well, restricted or tense, like you're hiding something painful or that you don't trust easily. They may say that you're private, strategic, someone that doesn't reveal their feelings too quickly, hard to read. Maybe even they think that you might be hiding something, but not in a bad way, but like kind of protecting yourself in some way. They almost like try to figure you out, say that you're cautious because of past hurts and pains. They sense that you've possibly been betrayed before, or that you have this deep exhaustion or emotional burnout, that you've been through hell and it shows in your eyes or like in the way you act. I think this person kind of wants to soothe you and be there for you the same way you've been there for them. That could be showing up in the way they talk about you. And this person is not hiding you from the world. They're kind of like freely speaking about you, showing you off to the people around them by speaking about you, or literally inviting you to meet them. Maybe they say something like, oh, you would love pile number 1 if you had to meet them. They may share secret feelings that they haven't shared with you, with the 7 of Swords, secret things in their head that they think that they've never shared with you. This person also feels like you're kind of detached. You don't show much emotion to them, and they don't understand why. This person may talk about their fears, how they overthink after seeing you. They talk about where they wish for the connection to be with the 9 of Cups at the back of the deck, what they wish for. They also talk about how you fulfill them in every way and how you kind of just tick all the boxes of what they're looking for in a friendship or relationship. They may say that you're overly self-critical, that you intellectualize your emotions. I'm picking up on lots of air sign energy here, Gemini, Virgo too. And there's just something about you just not seeing your own potential, underestimating your impact, and maybe like resisting some kind of growth, like holding yourself back in some way, either from them or from your own personal growth. They say that you have the potential to create your dream life. You just don't always see it. Sometimes you're your own worst critic. Sometimes you don't believe in yourself. And they want you to believe in yourself more. They see some of your insecurities and they think you have nothing to be insecure about. You just seem emotionally guarded, to be protecting your heart, cautious about vulnerability. They're kind of like wondering what's holding you back from opening up to them. Because lately maybe you seem a little bit more distant and it's kind of bringing up fears and worries for them. So what is this like manipulation thing about Spirit? Like what are they trying to manipulate in terms of people's perception of pile 1? The Hierophant. And the Hanged Man. Oh, I see. I understand why the 7 of Swords is here now. Okay, I don't think this person has bad intentions. However, I pick up that they could have people around them that kind of judge too fast. That could be a little bit bitter. What I'm seeing as an example in my mind is like, imagine I'm going on a date with someone I love. And after I get back from that date, I go and tell a parent about the date, and I'm like talking about the person, and then maybe my parent has a problem with something. They're pointing something out that they have a problem with, saying this is not good, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm almost like defending that person to my parents and being like, no, you don't understand. It's not like that. It's like this. So I'm feeling the energy of them speaking to someone older, more, not wiser, but like someone that has just like lived life more than them. And it's almost like they're trying to get this person to see it from their perspective, because although this person is older and wiser, they're also maybe a little bit bitter, a little bit quick to judge, and maybe making like harsh judgments about you. But then this person's almost like trying to defend your name, trying to like change the way this person sees you in a more positive light, and kind of just trying to explain the situation so that they can see it in their perspective. Does that make sense? So I'm not saying this person around them doesn't like you, but it's more so showing concern. Like, you know how like when you have a friend and let's say you buy your friend a gift, and maybe a parent points out, did they buy you a gift? Because maybe the parent is like being protective. You know, it's that kind of energy of like being protective over them, saying their concerns. Especially if this person is talking about fears, saying that you seem kind of busy or distant lately. Maybe this person around them is kind of jumping to conclusions about what that could mean. And this person's kind of defending you, saying, no, pile one's not like that. Does that make sense? Then they almost like wish they never said anything in the first place, because they almost feel misunderstood by this person. But let's move on from that energy. The Four of Wands reverse, the Six of Swords reverse, and the Two of Swords reverse. Okay, so this person is telling people after seeing you that they're ready for change. They're ready to make some kind of decision. But they're feeling a little bit indecisive about how to go about it, because it feels like they're ready to maybe take it to the next level with you, or do something new with you, something fun, exciting they've always wanted to do. This feels like a new beginning energy with the Fool at the back of the deck. But I do also think that although they're ready for the change, they're a little bit afraid of change, stalling on this, and trying to get other people's opinions and perceptions on whether they should do it or not. In their mind, they know they want to make this decision, but it's almost like they're asking for advice and input from other people around them of like, should I do it like this? Should I do this or should I not do this? And they're kind of like gathering everybody's opinions and using it to kind of make a wiser decision so that they can go about this in the best way. There's like some kind of fear of getting outside their comfort zone. And it's almost like they're trying to distract you from figuring out this thing, not because they're hiding anything bad, but because they want it to be a surprise. This is something good though, but it requires them to like kind of get out their own way and get out their own comfort zone and trust that everything will work out perfectly. It's almost like this person wants this new beginning with you so badly, or wants this change to happen so badly, but they're afraid to take the first step, and they're afraid that what if it just doesn't work out? What if everything falls apart? That it almost makes it seem like they're not ready to commit to the idea of this change, but it's not that. It's more so a fear of the worst possible outcome, because this person overthinks a lot. So they may be talking about this, talking about how they're scared but they're ready for change, and how they feel ready for it, but they're kind of like second guessing themselves. The Star reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. I think for this person, they don't want to like rush into a decision. They want to make sure they're making the right decision. So I see them sleeping on this decision. And I see them feeling kind of hopeless about like, what if things don't work out? Kind of questioning it in that sense, and maybe talking about this hopeless feeling of like, what if things don't work out? What if I later regret it? But what if I don't do it and I later regret not doing it? So I think this person is trying to take this process slowly and slowly come to a decision to figure out what they need to do next, and slowly but consistently take action towards that. So you may actually see that happen within the next few months. I guess you will see what it is as time passes by. What are they saying after seeing tile number 1? The Death card, the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. They're saying how much they struggle to trust as well. But deep down, they know they can trust you. Deep down, they know you've shown consistent behavior towards them. You've never switched up on them. And you're predictable in a good way where it makes this person feel secure. This person doesn't like the idea of surprises. You make this person happy, and they're definitely saying that. I see them being so excited to see you, but being so happy after seeing you. Like coming home just feeling so happy, talking about that, talking about the day they had with you. Being sad that it ended though, wanting to spend more time with you. I feel like there's one person around them that's a little problematic. I'm feeling like a feminine energy. This could be a mother, because this feels like an older woman. But it doesn't have to be. I'm just feeling like there's an older person around them, possibly a parent, that is always like projecting. There may have been a fight caused because of that. Don't get me wrong, I don't think that this parent doesn't like you, but it's more so about trying to protect their child from getting hurt. And I see them like kind of warning this person to not get too attached, to not like, I'm hearing to not throw your future away by like getting too attached or by getting too far ahead of yourself. And I see this person clapping back at them. I don't want to say this, but I'm seeing it saying like, oh, you ruined your own marriage. Like something like that, is what I'm hearing in my mind when I look at this Five of Wands. Like this person clapping back at them and saying, oh, you're giving me relationship advice. You ruined your own marriage. Something like that's coming through. Even if it's not like exactly that, like there's that kind of tone to the argument. And I feel like this person's just trying to defend you, but then that the person that spoke first initially is very angry and is feeling betrayed by them saying that back. So there may have been an argument caused when they spoke about you, but I don't feel like it's your fault or that you're doing anything wrong. Again, this is just a complicated situation. I feel like this person was heartbroken over the fact that this person said something like that to them. And they just wanted to defend you in some way because they don't see you that way. What I'm picking up on is that this person is growing and maturing, and maybe they're feeling ready for some kind of new chapter, for something new with you. This is something good. I also see them trying to get their priorities in order to make this happen, planning towards it. And it feels like some kind of pleasant surprise that's going to take place. They could also be making plans with the finances in order to make this happen. This could look like, okay, I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I'll give an example. This could look like them kind of possibly planning a trip together. Or, I feel like we should move here together. Or like, I feel like we should move in with each other. There's something about like your connection just getting more serious. And then the person around them that is like problematic or is projecting, and don't get me wrong, like I understand both sides of it. They just want to protect this person and make sure that this person's making the right decision. But then I do also get that they're also projecting a lot of their own things onto this person. Like if they went through bad relationships and so and so. I hope you understand what I mean by that, like when I say projecting. I don't know if you've ever seen a person like project onto another person saying, oh, this won't work out because their thing didn't work out. Do you get what I mean? That's kind of the energy I see. And anyways, I just feel like they're saying to this person, like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, are you sure? And this person's saying yes. Okay, so now let's get some zodiacs and initials. I'm excited to see maybe like your comments if you know what this is about or if you know who I'm talking about. So yeah, let me know how this has resonated for you in the comments below. And also if you like my readings and you want to check out my membership, I do post an exclusive video on there every week. I'm hearing that you're tired. Are you feeling like tired or burnt out? Well, this person's tired. This could also be emotionally tired, not physically tired. So we have Gemini. We have Pisces. We have Aquarius. Leo. Virgo. And Scorpio. I just hear Spirit saying you're going to be overjoyed when you see this play out in your life. LXlclrii. And this person also can't control their feelings, no matter how much they try. SVI. Maybe they're saying that. And these feelings don't have to be romantic. They can also be platonic, depending on who you're watching about. Q. U. I. K. N. P. G. F. Okay, so that's all the initials I'm going to pull. And so that is where I'm going to leave your reading. I do hope this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching and being here, and I can't wait to see you next time. Part 2, you chose the Unakite crystal and the Seven of Pentacles. We're going to be taking a look at what they say about you after seeing you. So you can keep this person in mind while I shuffle your cards. Spirit guides of pile 2, please tap me into the energy of the person on pile 2's mind. Please show me, what do they say about pile 2 after seeing them? What do they say about pile 2 after seeing them? We have the Magician. Okay, what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is them kind of trying to have a poker face when you leave. And then as soon as you leave, it's like they're jumping up and down in joy. Like, almost this feeling of I'm trying to play it cool. I'm trying to act like, not necessarily nonchalant, but like I'm trying to play it cool. I'm trying to act normal and keep a poker face about how happy I am after seeing you. But then after you leave, it's like I just express my joy immediately. And maybe the people around them can see it, point it out. I'm almost getting that feeling of like, you know, when somebody calls somebody whipped, I'm getting that kind of feeling of like, oh, they have you wrapped around their finger, huh? Like them kind of making a remark like that about you, the people around them. And then this person kind of just laughs and admits it, like they're kind of simping over you in some way. Okay, so the Magician, the Fool, the Empress Reverse, and the Six of Cups. So for some of you, I see this energy of like you seeing them on their lunch break or something, and then them going back to work, and then their coworkers keep talking about you, and it's like The coworkers keep complimenting you, keep asking questions about you behind your back, are intrigued, and then this person almost just feels like they're being interviewed by a bunch of people. That could also just be at home too, like with their family and friends, like them constantly bombarding this person with questions. They feel overwhelmed by it, but happy that people are taking an interest in your connection. Happy that people almost seem excited to ask about you. I see them speaking about you in a very fond way, saying how much they care about you, saying their intentions, that they would never want to hurt you, that they cherish you, they appreciate you. Ever since you came into their life has been a whole lot better. It's like you brought a new beginning into their life. It's like you brought this carefree feeling into their life, and they feel free in this connection. They feel overjoyed. I see them saying, like, I would never want to hurt pile number 2. I would never want to betray pile 2. Like, I would never, ever do that to them. I see them also saying, I don't want to mess things up with pile 2 or self-sabotage in any way. There's almost this feeling of them wanting to say certain things but keeping it to themselves and reflecting on it in their head. They may also be talking about the possible future you could have together and where they kind of see things going, what they would want to kind of like have with you in the future. They talk about that, like what they imagine your life to be in the future. They may also talk about the moment you first met, how things kind of played out to where you are now, kind of tell the story of that, how you met, etc. I see like people around them like asking questions about like your age, where you come from, things like that in general. And I see them answering those questions. I also see them talking about past memories you have together that they're really fond of. I also see them talking about how much effort you put into the connection and how you make them feel special because you put in so much effort. And they may also talk about like things they want to do for you in terms of putting in effort. They may talk about how they feel comfortable around you as well. They kind of see you as a soulmate. Even if they don't use the word soulmate, that's the kind of vibe to like how they kind of describe you. There is insecurities here though with the Empress reverse. These insecurities have to do with whether things will work out or not. I am seeing Aries energy in my mind's eye, and I am seeing that they are saying that they would be so heartbroken if things don't go their way. We also have Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, and Libra. We will get more zodiacs later on though. If you're together, they talk about your passion and chemistry and your attraction, like how attracted they are to you. Those are just things I heard now. They're feeling indecisive about something. 2 of Cups. This has to do with other people's validation about your connection. This is the kind of feeling of like, I hope the people around me like them. I hope the people around me support this connection. They all act like they do, but I hope they really feel that way deep down. It's not that this person doesn't feel clear on whether they want you in their life or not. That's not the energy I'm seeing. It's more so like, do you approve of my connection? Do you support my connection to pile 2? And even if you don't, I'm still going to choose pile 2, but there's kind of like this questioning. I don't know if they're actually asking this, but there's kind of questioning in their mind of like, are they genuinely supportive of my relationship with pile 2? Do they think we work well together? You know, what do they think of our connection? That kind of thought is popping up in their head. I don't know if they're actually asking though. Because they care a lot about whether or not their family and friends like support their connection with you. Regardless of if this is romantic or platonic. But most of you, I feel romantic energies here. So we have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups reverse. They talk about how this feels like a first love, even if it isn't a first love. You guys have some kind of like innocent puppy love kind of connection going on, and they know that you would never hurt them, that you have innocent and pure intentions towards them. They've been hurt before or betrayed before, and they know that you're not like that. There's some kind of familiarity with you, like, I knew the moment I met you that you would be a special part of my life, and there's just something so comforting and familiar about you. That's why I say the soulmate energy is here. I feel like you and them have some kind of past life connection. They talk about their daydreams with you. They kind of romanticize you and idealize you in their head, and they almost like anything you like. So I see this energy of like them kind of just talking about you in a dreamy way. An example of like, oh, Pile 2 said they love romance movies, so I'm gonna watch a bunch of romance movies to be able to talk about it with them. Or, oh, Pile 2 said they love this. I'm gonna try buy a gift for them, try save up for this for them and be thoughtful. I just see like this romanticization of you in their head and in the way they speak about you. And then I see their friends or family kind of not making fun of them in a malicious way, but in a jokey way of like, oh, you're so in love, like that kind of energy. And if it's not in love and it's like more platonic, then I guess just take it how it resonates, but there's still that feeling here, whether it's romantic or platonic. They talk about the fact that they've released someone from the past, from their mind and memory, and they don't want that person in their life anymore. It doesn't have anything to do with you, but I feel like they're just saying they've moved on from that person. I'm seeing something about talking about your next plans together, like, oh, next week we said we're gonna go sit at this restaurant together, or we're going to put up a Christmas tree together, because I see like someone putting up Christmas decorations. Or Pile 2 asked me to meet them at this place today. I'm gonna get ready for it. Wish me luck. I'm gonna go see them. There's that kind of energy there before and after they see you. We have the Page of Swords. There's something about them kind of having a dirty mind. Talking about maybe like sexual fantasies they have with you. That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. We have the Sun. And we have the Four of Wands reverse. So what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is like them saying jokingly, oh, that's what she said. And they're like, oh, did she say that? Like, in a way where they're almost joking in a way of like, does Pile 2 flirt with you? Like that kind of energy. And that's the people around them, if I wasn't clear. So Page of Swords, the Sun, the Four of Wands reverse. They talk about how happy they are every time they see you. How you just bring them some kind of feeling of passion. They feel confident within your connection and you make them feel better about themselves. They kind of wonder how their friends see you. If they see you as, like, what type of archetype they see you as. Like, in terms of whether you're their girlfriend, boyfriend, friend. Like, oh, do you see them as wifey material? Do you see them as the first love? Do you see them as, like, those kinds of things? They wonder, like, what archetype their friends see you in. They may kind of ask about that because we're doing a reading on what they're saying about you. So maybe they're asking that because I keep getting like them try to like seek validation from their friends and family about how their friends and family see you. And I think that's just very important to them that the people around them support the connection. And their way of thinking is like, before I commit to someone, before I give my all to someone, I need to see that my family and friends approve. Does that make sense? Again, it's not that they're not sure about your connection or about you, but it's kind of like that's a big factor for them about whether or not they take a person seriously or not. Especially if you've already met them, like their family and friends or the people around them. And it makes sense because we have the Page of Swords here, which is about curiosity, asking questions. So it's showing through on both sides. Like they're asking questions about you, and this person is asking questions about how they see you. They may show them your social media or pictures of you. And if you just hang out with them and you see someone close to them all of a sudden follow you, that's why. That's not for everybody, but that's for someone here. Where you're like, why is this person all of a sudden following me and I see they follow them? That's why, because they were talking about you and they showed a picture of your social media, or they showed them their phone with your social media. This person tries to tell them that it's not that serious yet, your connection. But I almost feel like, again, they're just like trying to play it cool. Which I don't know how you feel about this, because I feel like this person's been in your life for a long time. You either met each other when you were really young, or like you've just known each other for many years. And it seems like your connection has gotten serious, but it's almost like this person pretends it's not as serious as it is. Whether this is platonic or romantic, there's just that kind of energy showing through, but it's not because they're not serious about you, it's because they're trying to play it cool, which I don't know how you feel about that. Because some people would like understand, some people would look at it like, why are you seeking validation from them? Do you get what I mean? We also have Leo energy coming up. What I'm seeing in my mind's eye is them ask for advice from the people they're closest to on what to do to almost like impress you. I see like a friend giving them a makeover or giving them tips on like how to look better for you if this is romantic. Or this could even be like a person of the same sex as you. Like let's say they have a sister and they're a man and you're a woman, and their sister is telling them, like from a woman's perspective, how to treat the woman, like what like women like. There's that kind of energy here attached. Just take it how it resonates again, whether it's platonic, romantic. Take it how it resonates for you. What else is being said? We have the Ace of Wands. They talk about their attraction, the spark, or their excitement in this connection, their excitement about the future. If it's not attraction in the sense where it's platonic, then this could be them talking about how much they admire you, how much they're inspired by you. And the Hangman. It seems like they're waiting for something to happen. And with the Seven of Swords at the back of the deck, they may kind of be hiding how they feel. That's just what I feel intuitively from the card at the back of the deck. They may be hiding some of their feelings from those around them, not vocalizing it even though it's in their head. They're not planning on telling the people around them about this quite yet because they first want to reflect on what they want to do with these feelings or emotions before they open up about it. They're waiting for you to do something, for you to take some kind of action towards them. This could be like, oh, I'm waiting for a response from you. Maybe you took long to reply. Telling my friends like, oh, I'm waiting for their response. It's been 2 hours. This could be like, I'm waiting for you to tell me something that I'm expecting you to tell me, but I'm not telling you that I expect it. Or I'm waiting for you to do something or make the first move or whatever. There's something about them waiting for something, telling the people around them. I also see this energy of like a person around them saying, if she likes tulips, don't get her roses. There's something about like being someone around them giving advice about being thoughtful and doing things for you that you like rather than just doing it for the sake of doing it because maybe everybody likes this, but you might not like it. And it may not even be about like roses or anything like that or flowers, but it's about someone around them kind of advising them to be thoughtful with their gestures and to do something for you that you specifically like. So I'm going to remove these cards now and take a look at zodiacs and initials for extra confirmation. I also feel like whenever you and this person have had conflicts, they're like to the people around them like, oh, I fucked up because I did this. And then the people around them are like, why did you do that? I see that in my mind's eye. I also just see their friends like jokingly making fun of them in some way. Like I see them making a certain facial expression and their friends like making fun of them for it, but not in a bad way, not in a mean way. Okay, so we have Virgo, Leo, Pisces, Aquarius. Someone here knows how to like speak sign language. Gemini. And Scorpio. I think you got similar signs to pile 1, if I'm not mistaken. We have J, C, A again, M, O, F, Z, Y, N, A, I, V, and S. That's all I'm going to pull. I hope that this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know how this resonated for you down below in the comments. If you like my readings and you want to see more exclusive content of mine, I do post a weekly video on my membership. So thank you for being here and watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Pile 3, you chose the rose quartz crystal and the lovers card. We're going to be taking a look at what they say about you after seeing you. So for some reason, as I tap into the energy, I'm smelling the smell of like a library or bookshelf. Like, you know, like when a bookshelf kind of has that woody smell and then you smell the books. That's the smell I'm getting. So I don't know if you're a bookworm or if you love to read or if they love to read or what. That's not for everybody though. So you can keep them in mind while I shuffle the cards. We have the Ten of Swords. So, Spirit Guides of Pile 3, tap me into the energy of the person on their mind. Please show me, what do they say about Pile 3 after seeing them? We have the Fool, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. I'm hearing looking for closure. I'm trying to figure out what that's about. Did you and this person have a breakup? I mean, the Ten of Swords can sometimes represent an ending. So, like, if you had a breakup with this person or friendship breakup and they went back to you for closure and saw you for closure, to talk things out. Maybe they told their friends that. And their friends can see right through it, where it's like, closure, So there's something about that showing up for someone where it's like their friends are like, sure, it's closure. You were there for very long. What were you speaking about? Kind of energy. And if you don't resonate with that at all, then how else could I read this? Maybe they're tying up loose ends from the past so that they can fully focus on you. Because this is like, I'm healing from the past. Maybe I'm not like attached to the past or anything. I don't want anything from the past back, but it's like I'm closing out some kind of cycle, healing from the past, so that when I go into this, I don't have to bring any past baggage into this. Does that make sense? Because the Fool is about going into new beginnings. 10 of Swords is about an ending. Maybe they're trying to like heal from something from the past. Close out that chapter fully so that they can focus on this new chapter fully. There's some kind of like back and forth here in terms of whether or not it's the right time to jump into this. I feel like this person knows that they want to take a risk or a chance on you, but they're wondering if it's the right time, if they're ready. They're questioning that as they speak about that to the people closest to them. They're going into this a little bit guarded, wounded, with the Nine of Wands. If you guys did break up, maybe they do want you back with the Fool, want to kind of like start over with you, but it's kind of like hard letting go of whatever happened in the past between the two of you, not bringing it up again, or keeping score of like our previous wrongdoings. So I see two variations of the energy. I see some people that have been in like an on and off relationship with this person where there was an ending or a breakup, and maybe there's like some kind of possible reconciliation here, and it's like we have to let go of what happened in the past, but maybe we're both a little bit guarded, wounded from whatever happened in the past. We're both maybe a little bit bitter, resentful, but we want to let go of that, not hold on to what happened in the past or keep bringing it up, but we need to heal it in order to move past it. Or this is like a new connection where maybe they just got out of another connection and they're trying to like heal from that, move past that while they're with you, but not like lead you on or anything or make you feel like. The thing is, like, they know they need to heal, but they know that they also need to be ready before they make any promises to you. If this is like a new connection and they just got out of a connection, or if they're healing from something from the past, they know that they need to like do some inner work on themselves and first heal, to not lead you on or to not make you feel like they're promising you things that they can't deliver on. It's like they know they need to do some inner work before they can fully jump into this new beginning with you. Those are the two variations of the energy I feel here, so they could be talking about that. I'm hearing that song Stranger by, I think it's FKA Twigs. And then I'm hearing by Selena Gomez, that song where she says Marquise Diamond. I don't know how to pronounce that. We have the World. We have the Five of Cups. I'm hearing inner tension when I pull the Five of Cups. And the Ten of Wands. With the Five of Swords reverse. So, if you relate to this being something of an ending where it's like you're maybe trying to reconciliate or something, Then this could be like, I have certain regrets of what I did in the past, tension I maybe caused between us, and I'm disappointed in my own behavior. So maybe they talk about their regrets and what they should have done and where they kind of went wrong. Maybe how they disappointed you or hurt you or vice versa. There's just this energy of, I don't want to carry this hurt and pain anymore, this feeling of guilt, this feeling of shame. If anything happened between the two of you, it was maybe like disappointments, fights, things like that, but not betrayals. And this person doesn't want to like let you go. Maybe some part of them feels like they should, because this connection has so much baggage, and like, how do we even heal from this? How do we even bounce back from this? From all the challenges that have built up on top of one another. How do we even move past this? There's certain things they want to say to you that they feel like they can't say yet, that they're saying to those closest to them. And if you relate to this being a new connection, then this could be like, how do I move into this new connection? Because I want this person, I want to be around them, but some part of me is still hurt from the past. How do I go into this without bringing that baggage into this connection? Maybe I have trust issues now. Maybe I'm like struggling to open up. I still feel hurt over the past, but I want to move on. I don't want to let this affect this. There's almost like this feeling of, did I rush into this too fast? Because I do want pile 3 around, but I'm like scared I rushed into this too fast because I didn't give myself time to heal and work on myself. 8 of Pentacles reverse and upright and Judgment reverse. I'm hearing it's too late now. So if you relate to this being something that ended or something that's like on rocky roads right now where it almost ended or on and off, it's like they almost feel like it's too late to come back or too late to apologize, scared that you've maybe moved on, resisting healing even though they want to, resisting, like kind of holding themselves back in some way. And if this is a new connection, then this could be like, is it too late now to kind of like tell pile 3, I need to work on myself, I need to take time for healing? Not that I'm gonna leave or end things, but maybe if I take a little bit of space and seem a little bit distant, this is why. Is it too late to tell that to pile 3 without disappointing them? There's that kind of energy showing up, yeah. Of like, I know I need to work on myself, I know I need to heal, I don't know where to start. I'm kind of detaching from my own feelings and feeling scared of feeling them, running away from my own feelings, feeling insecurities, feeling not good enough. They could be talking about those kinds of themes. The Page of Swords. They know they're not supposed to run from their feelings, but they are. It's like there's an uncomfortability there with feeling their feelings. They may intellectualize their feelings a lot. Yeah, the Star reverse, this is like a situation that's unhealed. That they know they need to heal, but they don't know where to start or how. 2 of Wands, the Sun, and the Devil. It seems like they want to make a decision, but they want to make everybody happy. And they're forgetting about themselves, about what would make them happy. It's almost like they're trying to people please with whatever plans or decisions they make. Not trying to step on anybody's toes or make anybody upset. And it's kind of like they talk about their obsession for you. They talk about how obsessed they are with the feelings you bring them, like the feelings of joy, where it kind of just feels like they can't stay away from you even if they try to. Like they're just obsessed with you. I hear the word forgiveness, so either they're trying to forgive you, have you forgive them, or forgive their past, but not go back to it. I think right now they need to be a little bit selfish. They need to think about what they want. And maybe that's what's being said back to them in return of stop trying to make everybody else happy and think about what's going to make you happy. They're possibly talking about worries and fears they have, wanting so badly for things to go right, for things to work out. We have the Artist, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Wands reverse, as well as the Four of Pentacles. There's this feeling of, I don't know what's coming. Like, I'm in the unknown. I'm in uncharted territories. There's a feeling of uncertainty of where things are headed. And it feels like they're kind of obsessing over the outcome while talking about you. They're maybe also trying to erase certain things that happened in the past and rewrite their story. They're saying how attached they are to you. How, like, even if they try to, like, not be attached to you, they just are. They're saying how they don't want to be alone. They feel like they need you around, and they don't know if they're coming on as desperate or coming across as desperate because of that. They feel like they need you around. I see them journaling their feelings, and someone comes around and they quickly hide it because they don't want anybody to take a peek into what they're actually feeling. It's like they want to hide their feelings. I also see them trying to be optimistic about the future, or people around them trying to get them to think optimistically and see that tomorrow's a new day, that things don't have to be so bleak, that we don't have to look at the future in a way that's like bleak and morbid. We can rewrite our story, take control of what happens next. It feels like their heart wants you, and I'm hearing the heart wants what it wants. Like, I can't stop myself from wanting pile 3. I see them saying that they want to take steps towards you, but there's like uncertainty in whether it's going to work out or not. I see them being afraid of getting into a connection where they have to beg for the bare minimum. So they might be talking about that. I see them like not wanting to get into one-sided connections where they're pouring into the person and getting nothing back in return. People around them are a little bit concerned with the effect you have on them. So say you went through a breakup here and it's like this person's not eating. They're like not maybe doing the things they used to. They're showing unordinary behavior that's not like them. And then the people around them are worrying. Or let's say it's like this person is like staying up all night talking to you if this is a new connection, and now they're going to work and they're tired, and it's like people around them are like, what? This person's obsessed. There's that kind of energy showing through, and it's showing through is different depending on like your situation and how it resonates. I see them watching you on social media or just watching you in general. Although this person can show up as a little bit emotionally avoidant in their attachment style, they don't feel stuck or smothered by you. You could be the clingiest person in the world, but they would never feel smothered by you. And they're questioning that to the people closest to them, like, why is it that when other people show some sign of clinginess towards me, I want to run, but when pile 3 shows it, it feels safe and comforting. What is happening to me? Why am I so obsessed with them? Like, what is happening to me? Why do I feel so differently about them than with others? Like, why can another person hug me and I'm uncomfortable, but they hug me and I'm comfortable? it's like they're questioning those things, and then their friends are kind of like giving them a small smile and saying, maybe you're in love, or, you know, something like that. If it's not romantic, then maybe it's just like, oh, maybe you feel comfortable around them. Something like that's coming through in the energy. So that's what I'm getting for this section of the reading. Let's now go ahead and pull some zodiacs and initials. So what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is, you know, when somebody like makes a video skit and they're like at a restaurant and they're making it seem as though they're talking about like a sexual encounter they had with the person, like with a friend, and then the waiter or waitress is like eavesdropping, wanting to get the tea. I'm seeing that in my mind's eye. So maybe this person has gone to like a restaurant or a place and has spoken about like a sexual encounter they had with you, if this is romantic. And they gave like a lot of juicy details, and then the people around them kind of like wanted to overhear, eavesdrop, because it sounded like some kind of juicy tea. I'm seeing that. So if you like the reading so far and you want to check out my membership, I do post a weekly video on there. And let me know how this has resonated with you so far in the comments. We had Virgo come up in all three piles, Leo as well. So I'm reshuffling because I got the same kind of signs from the previous piles, and I don't want it to all be the same. We have Pisces, Aries, Libra, Cancer. Yes, we got different ones this side, because I think I got the same ones for pile 1 and 2, and I didn't want like all the 3 piles to have the same signs. We have Gemini and Leo. Even though I tried to reshuffle, some of the same ones still came out, so maybe it was meant to. We have I, A, U, E. We have O, X, M, F, M again, Q, Q, R, A, and P. So that is where I'm going to leave your reading. I do hope this resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment how this resonated, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching and being here, and I can't wait to see you next time.